Hi, I'm doing my nightly check-in. Um, Everything's going okay. I had a neighbor, a friend of a neighbor, come over for a little bit to. She says she's going to give me some dishes and some stuff that I can make by with. Um, no, other than that, I'm not really too happy about anything, but that was in my other broadcast. Um, been talking with friends online. One friend mostly. I think she's been a friend for about 3 or 4 years now. She met me on my personal page, which I opened up again. A lot more learning into Lawfin, and I've been going over my notes about indigo children and just posting a lot of things on the computer. I haven't really studied too much into the number 18. I'm getting different information from internet on these numbers and how 18, and you add the 1 to it is 9, and then 9 times 2 is 18, and getting information on how the 9s and 6s and the 3s work. I've been trying to do a code of a matrix. I've been studying a lot of Babylonian mathematics on how the 30s, the 0.3, the 0.60s, the 0.9, the 0.90s, how this is all relevant within time and space. It seems like the ancient people pretty much knew what they were doing. Babylonian and Sumerian 0 and the Babylonian mathematics were actually there around the time of Roman numerals. But to get into how you do this angle of numeric values, you could go with a card, say an ace being 1, a king being 13, and you have your suits, which is your 4 suits. So where would you actually draw the line? It's like if you're playing a game of blackjack, you can almost tell what the dealer's going to have. And if you have a run of bad luck, it can turn around in an instant. It just takes a lot of patience, a lot of losing to get your blackjacks. But once you start hitting them, you can probably win pretty much. It's just going to take a little bit of money at first, a couple chips, and then once it starts hitting, then you're saying, I got to deal with what's going on with one deck of cards. Most casinos use 2 or 3 decks of cards, so the odds are kind of in their favor. Cards in poker and all that is mostly a mathematical game with your different flushes and straight flush being higher than 4 of a pair, 4 of a kind, I mean. And then you got your boats or full houses, and then you got your 4 of a kinds, and you got things that go up from that. And yeah, it's kind of like thinking to yourself, all this mathematical stuff kind of relates into what they call not algebra truth, but calculus. And how do you calculate these numbers? It's like going backwards and saying, okay, this would be a decimal point. which could be 1/2 of something or 1/10 of something. It's not actually like cooking and measuring from a cup to a 1/2 cup to, all those, because you got the metric system with the liters, milliliters, milligrams, and all that. Man had to come up with concepts of how we're going to evaluate something and put a number on it. If you study physics, combinations of gravity and physics, and I've studied physics, and still making a point to use physics. Chemistry, physics, and biology kind of relate into a biochemical process. Everything in the body is chemical, and being that, everything being chemical is a biochemical process. You take plastics, you take metal, you take all the chemistry chart, and everything has a physical property to it. They studied that man came from stars, man came from this, the ground. Wherever they got the correlation of a human being. Mostly I don't know where it started. I don't know if it was matter, or I claim it to be metaphysical as a Luciferian Buddhist, which I posted what a Luciferian Buddhist does. It's a very different path to be walked on. I've been in Luciferian groups, I've been in Buddhist groups, and I've been in Luciferian Buddhist groups. The Topa, or enlightened power, would that be mankind himself, or would it be all creatures? I think everything has an enlightened power to it. You have atheists that doubt in the soul. Well, energy could be considered a soul purpose. Salt and all the chemicals in the body is the soul. But you can't describe that to an atheist, because they don't believe what properties are. I've been trying to tell people that these properties do exist, but some people are ignorant of the fact, and they don't want to go into metaphysical things, that there could be a higher power greater than that caused everything to be in existence. It's not believing that something came from nothing which was spoken into existence. It's like believing in yourself. There's always been something there. I mean, even when there were gases in the universe. But what was before the gases was a void. What would fill in the void? Would it be metaphysical, or would it be an actual physical object? Like a planet or a star, or, things that formed out of that. It could have been microwavable energy at a low frequency. So to get in depth of how Christians have developed their thing into a God concept, or how people, even before that, there was Lilith, there was Sophia, there were the demigods, but where did it come into the concept that everybody believed different, and the atheist believes nothing, but yet he says he believes something? Okay, well, what's he believe in? He don't believe in a soul. He don't believe he has a purpose. So what does he really believe in? If he believes something made it, what can he describe to actually say did it, There's a lot of things that contradicts itself in the Bible. I think it was a religious textbook written by men that ate, slept, and drank the same as we do. I've written my own TOPA, my own thing off the practice manuals, and I'm getting more in tune with what enlightenment is. In enlightenment, you have to be open-minded to believe in the concepts. Where if you're closed-minded Christian, closed-minded atheist, closed-minded Satanist, you don't believe in the concepts. So maybe I don't fit in any of those descriptions. As a Luciferian Buddhist, you're enlightened. But see, there's a lot of pages on here that mix Luciferian Buddhists with Satanists. That's not the way it goes. They're talking out their ass. They don't know what they're talking about. I've been in many Luciferian groups that say you have to pretty much keep up on a daily basis with life in general. Cooking, cleaning, hygiene, taking care of yourself. And your body is more or less a temple to that dark flame within inside it. What is the dark flame? Is it a spark? There had to be a spark to get it started, which was the beginning of life, which was the sperm and the egg. But then you have the dark flame within the heart of the matter. And an atheist can't go deep into the psyche, into the intelligence to understand this. He'll think like, oh, okay, and he'll go into a bunch of theories, a bunch of shit that has nothing to do with the creation system or the evolution system. And what was evolution in the beginning? There had to be something to evolve from. I believe it was matter, simply saying physical properties. Could it have came from the earth? Hell yeah, it could have came from the earth. There's things coming from the earth all the time. There's different things that come from the earth. It's like the base planet. But you have planets out there. And we don't know how many planets are like Earth or semi-Earths. They studied that there's no living planet other than Earth. I believe that's a bunch of bullshit. I believe that there are extraterrestrial beings out there that probably have more knowledge than what we have. And they probably got different aspects of it. They haven't proven this, and no, ancient aliens haven't proven that aliens taught me mathematics or mankind mathematics. Man was intelligent enough on his own that he had the knowledge that he believed that all this stuff was possible. Through science and math, we evolved to what we are. We cold calculate, and understand that there's a system within a system. It's like a system psychosis within a system. You have like all these systems break down into the matrix. And no, it's not really computerized, because it was there before man came up with computers. It had always been there. It was a system of numbers. And 36, 63, 81, 18, and you go into all these numbers, and then you go 2024, which is a year, but you go back into it and you calculate what that actually meant. And you understand that there was more Topa into it, and the Montevideans do that. I'm not here to teach anything. I'm not here to show anything. I have nothing to show. But to understand the here and now, being present where you're at. Life goes on outside of you. And you may be sitting in an apartment, you may be sleeping, you may be doing whatever you do, but life is still going on around you. And those numbers are always calculating upward. It doesn't mean like the movie The Matrix, there was just nothing there and they were driving around trying to figure out mind games. It's there, but it's not for us to know. And then the end of time is when a person dies. Because I believe that the end of time is not going to come anytime soon for all mankind. And that's all I have to say.